The papyrus, putting on my table every month. I don't wanna be sad. Don't even try to hide it. No, I don't wanna lose it. And you see how it is, it's so inviting. The papyrus, we're all so alive. The papyrus.
Hello, welcome to the Papyrus TV News Update. Obasa impeached. Miranda becomes Lagos Speaker. TCM blames line fault, denies grid collapse. Kalu hails Azuta Mbata as Ohanize president. Army redeploys senior officers nationwide. Explosion destroys family home in Imo. FCT revitalizes park under Tinubu's Renew Hope agenda. PDP crisis deepens as factional secretaries clash. Now the news in details. The Lagos State House of Assembly has impeached its long-serving Speaker Mudashiru Obasa following allegations of gross misconduct and abuse of office. Obasa, who had held the position for 3 consecutive terms, was accused of financial irregularities, overreach of decision-making, and failing to uphold transparency in the Assembly's options. The impeachment motion, reportedly signed by 30 of the 40 lawmakers, were debated behind closed doors and passed with an overwhelming majority. Following the vote, Honorable Mijisola Miranda, representing Apapa 1 constituency, was unanimously elected as the new speaker, making history as the first woman to hold position since the establishment of Lagos Assembly. Addressing the Assembly after her swearing-in, Miranda promised to prioritize transparency, accountability, and inclusivity in her leadership. This assembly belongs to the people of Lagos. We will restore their trust by working collectively to serve their best interests, she says. The impeachment has sparked mixed reactions amongst Lagosians and political analysts, with many questioning the timing and potential political undertones of the decision. Security around the assembly complex has been significantly heightened, with additional officers deployed to maintain order. Meanwhile, the Transmission Company of Nigeria (TCN) has refuted claims of a national grid collapse, explaining that recent widespread power outages were caused by chipping of major transmission lines. Addressing the situation, TCN spokesperson Ndidi Mba clarifies that the outage, which occurred on Sunday, 11th January, were triggered by faults on the Benin-Omotosho line and the Osogbo-Ihevue line, significantly reducing power supplies across the country. But detailed that at 11:41 p.m., the Osogbo-Ihevue line tripped, followed shortly by the Benin-Omotosho line, causing a drop in electricity generation from 4,335.63 MW to 2,573.23 MW. This sudden decline disrupted electricity distribution to key regions, including Lagos, Abuja, and the Southwest. Despite rumor of a grid collapse, Mba emphasized that the grid remains stable and efforts to restore power are in advanced stage. We have successfully restored most of the affected power plants, and our team is working round the clock to address the remaining issues, she stated. Industry experts have criticized the frequent occurrences of transmission line tripping, urging the government to invest in upgrading Nigerian aging power infrastructure to prevent further disruption. Senator Ojus Okalu has extended his heartfelt condolences to Senator John Azuta Mba following his emergence as the President General of Ohanize Ndigbo worldwide. The Apex Igbo Social Cultural Organization Azuta Mbata, a seasoned politician from Rivers State, made history as the first Ikwere native to lead this prestigious organization. Kalu, in his congratulatory message, praised Azuta Mbata's extensive experience in public service, describing him as a leader with a vision and capacity to reposition Ohanize. His emergence marked a new dawn for Ndi Igbo. I am confident that he will advocate for the unity, development, and political inclusion of the Igbo people across Nigeria and beyond, Kalu stated. Azuta Mbata's election comes at a critical time for Ohanaeze as the organization faces challenges ranging from ethnic marginalization to call for restructuring within Nigeria. His administration is expected to focus on fostering unity amongst Igbo community, enhancing youth engagement, and advocating for a stronger political voice for the Southeast region. Kalu assures the new President General of his unwavering support, pledging to collaborate on initiatives aimed at promoting the socio-economic advancement of Ndi Igbo. The Nigerian Army has announced a significant reshuffle of its senior officers, a move designed to strengthen its operational effectiveness and address emerging security challenges. The redeployment approved by the Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Olufemi Oluyede, affects officers across key command staff and instructional positions nationwide. Among the notable changes, Major General L.A. Fajoku has been appointed Chief of Administration. Major General G.U. Chibuisi assumes the roles of Chief of Civil Military Affairs, and Major General A.S. Ndalolo takes over as Chief of Training. Additionally, new General Officer Commanding GOCs were assigned, with Major General O.T. Olatoye now heading the 82 Division Joint Task Force Southeast, and Major General E.F. Oyilola commanding the 3rd Division, Operation Safe Haven in Jos. According to a statement from the Army's Directorate of Public Relations, the redeployment reflects the Army's commitment to proactive leadership and operational excellence. These appointments are intended to enhance our operational effectiveness and ensure we meet the dynamic demands of Nigeria's security landscape, the statement reads. The shakeup is part of broader reform aimed at repositioning the military to tackle issues such as insurgency, banditry, and oil theft across the country. Now, an unfortunate turn of events, tragedy struck in the Umueneke community of Mimbere, Imo State, on Saturday, 11th January 2025, when a late-night explosion leveled a newly constructed family bungalow, leaving residents in shock and disbelief. The house, which the owners have planned to move into by February, was reduced to rubble in what witnesses describe as a deafening blast. Thankfully, no lives were lost as the family had not yet relocated to the property. However, the incident had raised concern about safety in the area. Community leaders and local authorities have launched an investigation to determine the cause of the explosion, with initial reports suggesting it could be linked to an underground gas leak or improper store materials. The family, devastated by the loss, called on the government and well-meaning Nigerians to assist in rebuilding their dream home. Meanwhile, residents of Umoneke have expressed fears over potential future incidents, urging authorities to conduct thorough safety inspection in the area. Furthermore, Abuja Parks and Gardens are undergoing a major transformation under the leadership of the FCT Parks and Recreation Department. Director Chinemelu Echi Roland in spearheading efforts to create safe, family-friendly spaces aligned with President Tinubu's Renew Hope agenda. Restored parks now feature children's playground, water parks, and scenic trails, promoting mental well-being and fostering community connections. Mr. Roland emphasized the importance of inclusive spaces, urging residents to embrace the renewed focus on nature and recreation. Finally, the People's Democratic Party (PDP) faces heightened internal strife as two factional national secretaries, Sunday Udeokoyo and Samuel Anyanwu, vie for control at the party's national headquarters in Abuja. The Court of Appeal recently upheld Udeokoye's position, but Anyanwu disputes the ruling, citing a stray of execution. The power tussle, rooted in post-2023 elections controversies, had divided the National Working Committee (NYC). Both factions have called for unity, but the dispute underscores deepening cracks within the party as leaders urge adherence to constitutional guidelines to preserve the PDP's integrity. This has been the Papyrus TV Africa.
The Papyrus,